very proud of you. Enzo Barrett. You know, I call your dad the freight train because he's a powerhouse and loud. It's awesome. I'm trying to think if there's a cool nickname I could give you, like the caboose. Following right in tow. When I think of Enzo, I think about sincerity and being genuine. He has the purest heart. I remember I wanted to learn how to tie a monkey's fist, which is this really hard nautical knot. They use it when they're docking to launch tow lines to the shore so they can throw the rope far enough. It's just this big knotted mass. And he's like, I'll show you, I'll teach you, I can do it. And as I'm learning, I'm just struggling so hard. Most things come easy for me, and I'm looking at this thing going, this is not happening. And he's like, it's okay, I'll show you, it's just like this. Oh, you're actually doing a really good job, check this out. And he just starts playing with it. I'm like, oh my God, he's a genius. And it's because he was so sincere and genuine that I wanted to learn, and his words were received so well. And you are very powerful when you combine these things together. And I know one day you'll be a freight train too. Ian Giltel. Enthusiastic and energetic. Dude, you're like, I don't know, like, I guess if we took like a little bit of Mrs. Springer's DNA, you know, and extrapolated the amount of energy in it, we'd get you. You're like, just reverberate. I bet you could pass through walls. It's amazing, the amount of energy you bring. And when you combine these two things together, you get the ability to savor. You know, not everybody can experience things as intensely as you do. And instead of letting them just kind of like run rampant and you know, here 1 second, gone the next, you really take time to appreciate things. All the time you're coming up to me, have you checked out this song, Mr. Milliken? And he's just rocking out to like some MJ or something, got his glove on, and he'll do it for like ever. And I know that he's thoroughly enjoying it in himself. It's just amazing. But one of the greatest skills I could learn about being happy was from Mr. Span and the art of savoring. I'm very proud of you. Please give him a hand. Kate Thornbury. Speech. So cool. What she was talking about with, you know, adults fear death and then public speaking. Hi, my name is Kate. That's just genius. It's like, I fear death not. It's incredible. When I think of Kate, I think of kind and joy. She is so kind, and joy just kind of radiates off of her. And when you combine these things, you get leadership. People don't want to follow grouches. They don't want to follow negativity, although some people do. But you were like, I don't want to say that. It's not positive. I was going to say like the bug zappers, you know, because you're not a trick. But you're wonderful. Like, people are going to gravitate to you because of the kindness you have and the joy you have for me. You're just a wonder to be around, you know. I know that wherever you go, you're going to be a leader. I'm very proud of you. Riley Christensen. When I think of Riley, I think about spunk and passion. Because she is. She's very spunky. She's always got these like witty things to say. And they're never negative or mean. It's always just like in the moment, fun, kind of eclectic in a good way. And she's very passionate. She works very hard. She cares very deeply. I saw her watching dance forward with Enzo towards the end. And she's doing she's like somebody gave her menthol. It's awesome. Your capacity to feel. It's a talent. I know that I don't share that. I'm not as strong as you. But when you combine these things, you get assertiveness. And assertiveness isn't destructive. It isn't destructive. It's constructive. Mr. Bernat and I, we have WMCs. Mr. Bernat, talk real loud. Say what a WMC is.
Weapon of mass instruction.
That's right. You're all about this. You're never about this. You're not about holding people down. You're about raising people up. And I think that's why it moved you so much singing. I know that how hard you've worked, that you're going to be assertive wherever you go, and you're going to clear a path for people to follow you so it's not so hard for them. I'm very proud of you. Carly Danek. Enough said. Oh man, skill and passion equals instructor. I don't know what I gotta do, but you're gonna work for me one day. And you're gonna teach karate, and you're gonna be amazing, and there's gonna be people up here going, oh my God, I'm so thankful for Mrs. Danek, she totally helped me out when I was getting. That's gonna be you one day. It's gonna happen, it will. I don't know, I'm gonna recruit you. Mr. Bernard, write that down. Recruit Carly Danek for teaching. What goes past me identifying things, I have people come up to me all the time after they just watch you in class going, hey, you need her. She needs to work here. She needs to teach for the rest of it. Nobody. I'm very proud of you. Danielle Taylor. Legacy. I don't know how many Taylors I have running around the dojo right now. All I know is that it's the perfect amount. Because any amount is the perfect amount. Everyone I get from your family is incredible, and you're no less. You are carrying the torch perfectly. When I think of Danielle, I think of supportive and independent. It's kind of awe-striking how someone can be so supportive of the group and maintain their independence at the same time. You are very much an individual in the best way possible. You're like, this is who I am, and that's not changing. And I think that's great. You stand up for yourself, but you do it to help other people around you instead of bringing them down. And I'm very, very proud of you. I don't want to talk in pain. Switch my seating position. Allison Teichman. Gentle and consistent. You know, it's interesting, I took a geography class, or was it geology? I always get it mixed up. Either way, I remember talking about wind and how it shapes caverns and canyons and carves out mountains. I'm going, that's wind, there's no way that happens. And they showed me what it looks like after it's happened. And it's the most beautiful thing ever. And I look at that form you did, and that's what you did. You were wind carving out canyons and mountains. It's very smooth, very elegant, and powerful at the same time. I'm very proud of you. Jordan Hamada. Mindful and powerful. He is so mindful in everything he does. He's very considerate, very polite. He wants to follow the rules very well for the best reasons and in the best ways. And you have so much strength within you and resiliency. And when you put these together, you get change. You are going to change so much as you grow, but not just that, you're going to change people around you and environments. I can see you going into companies and changing the infrastructure to make it better. I mean, you're going to take over awesome stuff, dude. I know it's kind of like surfer talk right there, but only because you're just so fun to be around. I have to talk a little more casually. I don't want to be so uptight. I like hanging out with you when you're in class, man. I love it. I'm very proud of you. Dan Schneider.
That's right.
Detail, and compassion. He's very detail-oriented, he's very focused in what he does. He strives for perfection, which I think is great. And he's very sincere while he does it. He wants to share and relate it to other people. It's really quite amazing. It's a really beautiful thing. And what it equals to me is longevity. I see you doing this for a very long time. And that really warms my heart. Because some people move on, and they should. You know, it's their time to move on, and they're ready for it, and that's great. And some people you wish would stick around, and they don't. But Dan, I know you're going to be around for a very long time. I look forward to having you by my side. Sam Bernard. Open-minded and genuine. This equals influence. Sam, whether they call you Bieber. Yeah, I went there. I know I said I wouldn't, but I did. But it doesn't matter what your name is.